Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Today we're going to go over how to caricature. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce the site. This is Easy Pictures to Draw, and today I'm going to go over how to draw Ryan Reynolds, how to caricature him. He's from Deadpool, the movie that's going to come out pretty soon, and he's done a lot of different movies. I think he was Green Lantern, which I know everybody hated that, including me. Uh, but anyways, we're gonna go how to caricature him, and I'm gonna do kind of a park sketch. Meaning, this is not gonna be like one of those like worked out. You do thumbnails, stuff like that, and then you throw it on the computer and you illustrate it. This is one of those. I'm gonna kind of replicate if this person came into the park, the theme park, sat down in front of me, and I had to bam something out pretty quick. And that's kind of the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to be using this. This doesn't matter, just any kind of pencil for the under sketch, real quick, and then I'm going to be using this Copic marker, which essentially is the same thing as a. I'm sorry, not Copic. This is Charpek marker. It's the same thing as a Sharpie. The only similarity is that they have a pointed tip, so kind of keep that in mind. So let's kind of get into it really fast. I have everything angled here. I use this picture because I think it kind of the shadows kind of really frame the head a little bit in a way that I can kind of work with. And my quick impression of him is he's got a very generic face. It's obviously he's got that thing we call generic attractive male type. You know what I mean? He's got that kind of square jawed kind of thing. Let me zoom out a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, and he just has that look. It's not his fault. It's good. Good for him. But I was actually looking at him for a while. I was trying to find a specific picture, but I'm like, man, there's not a lot to his look. I mean, he just looks like one of those male model dudes, which I think he was, right? No, he's got a pretty big neck. I'll say that. Forehead. The only thing I can think of is maybe the forehead. Looks kind of big. Maybe I could say that. So I'll draw the eyes kind of down here, but the eyes are, about normal. Like when I look at his features, they're very. This is more one of those things where it's like it's kind of course, there's guys that can exaggerate and pick something, but it's more about like doing the shapes that this guy has in his features that is going to make it look anything like him. You know what I mean? Square jaw. That square jaw thing is a big one. It's got kind of bulb on the nose, a little bit large, and like I said, I'm just kind of doing this really fast. That's an under sketch, underneath. And so we're going to grab that. I'm going to throw it underneath the paper. And by the way, this is 11 by 17 computer printing paper, and it is really cheap. You can sell a ton of it. This is the exact same paper I use for caricatures on the street. I know that it was weird, like a little tidbit. Excuse me, one second. Sorry about that. I have a cold. I still want to do these though. A little tidbit about the paper. I remember when we were in a theme park. We were in SeaWorld. This is 11 by 17, which is standard. They would change our paper to a non-standard size so that you couldn't buy a frame out in the store. You kind of pretty much had to buy a frame with us, or it's going to be out of size. I guess you can kind of alter it, but it's such a hassle. It's kind of funny. It's like a trick. It's like a marketing thing. I know it sucks, but whatever. That's the company that we were at. So anyways, I can see vaguely through this image, and I'm going to go into it. And I'm going to start with his eyes. I'm going to just try to get that eye type down. He's got like a little bit of that fat pad kind of hanging over the eye, making his eyelid look like he doesn't really... I can't even really see his eyelids in this particular image. For the most part, his eyes are pretty open. They're not like squinty, like Clint Eastwoody at all, And we're going and we're going to do his eyebrows. Ow. Oops. Eyebrows. Just going to fill them in, scratch them in. dark, but not crazy dark. Going in the middle of his nose, with the bumps that go downward, and like I said, he's got that kind of big bulb at the end of it. I remember seeing a movie with him called Voices, where he was like a killer or something like that. That was really odd. Really odd movie. I kind of like when actors kind of go out of their, typical, wheelhouse. Very specific kind of lip type. And then we're down to his jaw. Like I said, I might actually. It's gonna look like a Ken doll or something. And then I sort of look like a South Park character. Over here, he's got the stubble. I'm gonna put that all throughout here. Being careful not to make it look totally like acne or something. He's got more wispy there, but I'm gonna throw that there anyway. 1 second. And along the side. And then, like I said, maybe kind of a big forehead. Not really, kinda, not really. Try that hair type. His ear's gonna kind of like even that out. Not really losing his hair, so I can't really make it look like that. Bigger neck. I'm gonna throw that larger neck here. Tie. And I'm gonna try to actually like look for any discerning feature on him. I'm starting to, but this is about as action figure I think as I've ever caricatured anyone. Meaning like that's about as you take those traits and you draw them. You're like, what? Like that guy's like looks like a doll or something. It's weird. I'm trying to find anything distinct about to kind of throw into the drawing, See, kind of, not really. Kind of some lines there, not really. You'll see that a lot in actors too. The subtlety. There's a lot of subtle stuff. I guess it has to do with makeup. It has to do with I don't know if he's wearing tons of makeup or makeup at all. To be honest, because this looks like it's like a runway. What do you call that? Like a red carpet or some kind of carpet event. And I think that's pretty much it, honestly. I'm trying to go over this over and over again. I keep getting something trying to go over to my head, a lot as I'm doing it. So you're kind of looking at my, experience as well when I'm doing this. I'm gonna pull more hair directly out of this area. With smaller lines, but that's pretty much it. I could have maybe made the head a little blockier, but like I said, this is probably, like I said, the most, the example of the most, what do you call that? Generic, attractive male type. You know what I mean? Like this would be it. Anyways, that's pretty much it. That would be if you sat down and I drew him at a caricature convention or something. Or like a theme park. But thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you watching this. If you have any questions below, let me know. Also, if you want, it's more so like if you guys have any other caricature concepts I could go over, I would really like to go over those. It's more just thinking of like, what are the I've made a lot of videos based on questions from the comment section. So like if you have any very specific, like maybe methodologies of caricaturing or something on caricatures, let me know. In the comments below. Do it now. Don't hesitate, okay? Alright, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll talk to you next time.
Meow.